Hello, guys and gals, and we're back with another movie review. I go from making hardly movie reviews to making two in a row. I'm not sure if that's good or not. Anyways, the movie on the docket today is Barbarella, Queen of the Galaxy. And it features Jane Fonda, which is rather interesting. Now, I haven't really done much research into this movie. But I think this movie came out, and I want to say either 1962 or 1968. So we're talking about the 60s here. So yeah, we're talking about the 60s. Also, I think this is what is considered an exploitation film or something like that. It's not to the extent of, say, Emmanuel in America or anything like that. But this does have some rather interesting vibes to it. Some rather interesting situations. Anyways, so let's start off with what the movie is about. Well, okay, so basically, Jane Fonda is the main character, of course. Top build, you know. And yeah. And she gets into some rather interesting situations. I will start by saying that this movie reminded me a lot of Jane and the Lost City. Basically because in that movie, it's kind of a comedy, and the gimmick is that Jane is always losing her clothes in unusual ways. But this is similar to that, except like 20 years earlier. It's just amazing how many outfits she goes through because, well, we could list the ways that she loses parts of her clothing. Well, for one, she was captured by children for some reason and attacked by killer dolls. I'm beginning to wonder if that's where Charles Band got his idea for Puppet Master, because there were these killer dolls that had sharp metal teeth. Very terrifying. Um, but anyways, also, she got put in a room of flesh-eating birds. Again. Oops. Anyways, I'm just double-checking my information here. Oh, wait. It does say it was a 1968 film. Okay. I just was making sure. Something interesting is that she always has a backup outfit, or someone will give her an outfit. Also, this was before really empowerment, I would say, because it seems like she's the damsel in distress a lot, like she's always, and then she gets in trouble one way or another, like getting captured by the children. So this rugged cave guy dressed in these furs rescues her. And of course, you know what happens. They don't show it, but you know exactly the transaction that happens, the physical transaction that happens between the two. And then she meets a blind angel. Same thing. The angel saves her. The stabilizers on her ship are always going out, and so they get fixed and they get broken again. Really, it's kind of a trope, probably a common trope back then. But that isn't necessarily a bad thing. Don't get me wrong. The plot was actually pretty good. What am I looking for here? Sorry, I'm doing research while I'm doing this, just to make sure that I'm getting the information right here. Oh, here's Wikipedia. Oh, never mind. Anyways, Barbarella is basically, in a way, I guess that she could be considered a champion of love, or a goddess powered by love, or something. Sorry. Or something like that. Sorry about that. I don't really remember exactly what the method was, just that her method of communication or something or solving problems was quote unquote love, something like that. But the funny thing is, there's this is the far future. You know, there's spaceships and there's stuff like that, and there's like global peace or galactic peace. Except she got sent to this pocket of the universe where there's a guy named Duran Duran, and yeah, I don't know if Duran Duran was around back in the 60s, but she's looking for a Duran Duran who created this positronic ray that could basically imprison someone in this inescapable dimension for all eternity. And so they're afraid that this guy's going to go crazy and use the positronic ray on some people and kill them or something. But anyway, so she has to go hunt down Duran Duran, and nobody really knows where this Duran Duran guy is. So, anyways, um, but yeah, on the planet there's this person that they just call the Tyrant. Doesn't even have a name. Just they don't even have a name. They're just called the Tyrant, and it's really interesting though. Again, it might sound like I didn't like the movie. I did. It was a pretty good one. Oh, I'm glad I looked this up because I think that I would have gotten the angel's name wrong. You see, I was thinking of Dig Dug, and there's Fygar in Dig Dug. Well, this angel's name is Pygar, as in P-Y, Pygar, played by John Philip Law. Anyways, he's like the last of his kind or something. But anyways, so she has to hunt for this Duran Duran fellow. You could probably turn on the radio and find Duran Duran. But anyways, they want to make sure that he doesn't go crazy and start, zapping people with this positronic ray. But nobody knows where he is. Anyways, the movie was really interesting. Did it age real well? Kind of. It did have some of the, what I would call old time tropes, but overall it was pretty good. Another really cool thing, sorry, I'm going to have to click this to make sure that it doesn't sleep. That was really neat was the opening credits. I think that's what it's called, where all the names pop up during the intro. Basically, Jane Fonda starts out in a spacesuit, but it has zippers, it's a spacesuit. And as she undresses, then the cast's name, and the people's names cover up her nudity, which is kind of interesting. I'd never seen anything like that before. Using the actual convenient censorship is what I would call it. Unique censorship. But anyways, yeah. I'm not so sure that it was too much of an exploitation film. It was fairly tame compared to movies from like the 70s, where they really started to ramp things up. I know I bring up Emmanuel in America a lot, and the 1977 version of or 1978 version of Alice in Wonderland. Those both were very, very, very graphic, which was okay because they were exploitation films. And yeah, yeah, I don't have anything against exploitation films. In fact, they're a part of our history. But this was fascinating. I thought the movie ended a little strange, but maybe that was common back then because the screen just like goes black, and nothing is really resolved, and so it was just kind of a weird way to end a film. You'd think that they would end it on something different, but anyways, overall, oh, here it is. The Cosmic Quest for Durand Durand. Okay, so I guess it wasn't Duran Duran, it was Durand Durand, as in Durand, instead of, okay, still it sounded like Duran Duran. But anyways, the music was very atmospheric. I thought the movie was very well paced. She would get into situations and you just wouldn't know how she would get out of them, which is kind of really good in a movie, especially a sci-fi movie like this. It's like, well, how is she going to get out of this situation? Um, but yeah, really, really a fascinating film, and one that you should check out if you can find it. It's probably on some streaming services or something. I don't really use streaming services, so I wouldn't know. I picked this up from, let's see, I think it was Book Post 2 in Macomb. They have all kinds of movies there. $2 a DVD. So if it's a set of more than one DVD, then it's $2 times however many DVDs are in the thing. But anyways, this was a nice find, I thought. Um, but yeah, I thought this movie was really, really good, and one that you should probably check out. Um, there is some nudity in it, not gratuitous nudity. Nudity, I would say. I'd consider gratuitous nudity to be like sex. And since all the sex was basically implied in the movie, there really isn't much of that. You do see breasts every so often, but that's just like, to me, that's just like casual nudity. I mean, I would even probably consider that. But yeah, this was a pretty neat movie, and a piece of history, I would say. But anyways, um, yeah, this is a movie I'd highly recommend you check out. But that's just my opinion. You can either take my opinion or leave it. Either way is fine. What I like most about this movie was I actually really like the tropes the best, probably. I mean, basically, there were a lot of sci-fi tropes at play here, but it was kind of refreshing to see that because a lot of people kind of steer clear of the tropes these days. And so, yeah, I thought the acting was really good too. Anyways, with all that being said, if you like this content, make sure you like and subscribe, ring the bell so you know when I upload. Also, if you want to support me in any way or if you want to join the Discord server, all the information will be in the description below. And as always, thanks for watching, everyone. You are loved and have a great day.